ordered our food, and all I had was a $50 bill. And I gave it to the attendant through the window, and she didn't have change. He said, my wife got mad at the woman inside the window because she didn't have change for a 50. Cussed her out with the two kids in the back seat. She got out of the car, went to the front of the restaurant, and told this student, I dare you to step outside. We'll fix this. And the judge sat behind the bench, and she just shook her head. She said, you mean to tell me that you have in your mind that you're moving up and you got this kind of attitude? You're completely out of order. He told her, you're the one. You're the one that needs to get her house in order. You got the mother of two children. You're trying to teach them, and she came right out and said, and you acting like an idiot. I know, when you going to get to the message? How about right now? Romans 13, if you read verse 1, please. No, Minister McCain to read. I'm sorry. You all can be seated. Minister McCain, please, verse 1.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
Now, these words written by Paul are inspired by God. Let every soul, every one of us, every one of us should be subject to what? I know that we think the only power in my life is God. That's not what God was talking about. God has established order. And in his order, there are higher powers than you. What good is your pastor and you won't listen to it? That don't take any sweat off, no skin off your back. But how about doing what God said? How are you going to be an usher, keeping others in order, when you're... Oh, you all must have read my notes. You read my notes before I got here. If you don't understand order, what business do you have keeping anybody in line? Just give me just a couple minutes. Everyone is subject to a higher authority. And it is no different in the church. No different. No different, God's people. You say you love him. There are higher authorities in the church. I'm going to explain it in just a few moments. Tell you you'll never trip over this again unless you want to. Read verse 2.
Whatsoever therefore resisteth the power, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God.
Uh-oh.
And they that...
Wait, why so fast? Take your time. I want that to sink in. Whoever does what?
Resisteth the power. Resisteth the ordinance of God.
Now you can fix your mouth however you want to. Because as soon as I get done with this message, I'm going home. Whether front door or back door. But the scripture says, if you resist the authorities that God has established, who are you resisting? Can't tell some folks nothing. Verse 3.
For rulers are not a terror to good works.
They're not trying to kill you when they tell you something to instruct you. They're trying to keep the peace. They're trying to bring order. I know. Ain't gonna tell you nothing. Forget what will make it work right. You got a pastor here who's got a vision. And you got those who will resist. Pastor, I don't know whether you know this or not yet, but you got some that's going to resist you. I don't care what you do. I don't care whether you print it. Thank you, baby. Give me a hug.
Yeah.
Let every soul be subject to our power.
Amen.
I'm going to show you how it works in just a minute. Just stay with me. And I know some of you say, I'm married, and that part didn't be paid. Honor and obey. Well, if we understood what the scripture says, it would not be such a burden. Because the Bible says, submit one to the other. You got men that are foolish that think when they walk in the house and stomp their foot, people are supposed to jump. You got women who hate men if he tries to give some direction. Contrary to the word of God. No wonder why we cannot get along. In the church, let every soul be subject to. Did I lose anybody yet?
Amen.
It gets gooder. verse 3.
For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil.
All they're trying to do is weed out the evil. Pastor's going to preach something, somebody won't like it. Somebody over here getting mad. Somebody over here want to cover up for him. He's not trying to hurt you. He's trying to help you. I might be looking for a job tomorrow. But I can't preach this without saying this. I'm in my office one Sunday. It's been some time ago. Almost time for morning worship. And I hear this commotion out in the congregation. I get up from my seat and I go, look. It's not the parishioners, the people in the pew, who's causing the disturbance. Walk out the office and the ushers just yak, 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 yak. How are they then going to tell anyone else how to behave themselves in the house of God? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to preach a nice message. This is Usher Day. Y'all supposed to leave here smiling. Y'all okay? What verse did we leave off on? Read the rest of the 3. Read 3 all the way through it. I'll just let you read it.
Verse 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same.
So then the question is, why do we resist a higher power if all it's trying to do is help us? Let me give you an example. I want you to walk with this just for a little bit. I want to show you how this works. Church had assigned Brother Shoes the job of being the parking lot attendant. And his job was to park and direct the cars where to park. Brother Shoe was poorly educated. He has really no money, but his job was to make sure the cars were lined up, parked in the right order. And then I drive up in my brand new car. I got on my glow-in-the-dark shoes.